Yo, what's up with y'all? It's Key Major. I'm back with another video on the DK channel. Today I'm showing y'all how to make some samples for Dope Beezy and Southside. Something similar to Dope Beezy's album, Demons Are Us. I know this album dropped a while back, but I really thought this sample fit that type of vibe, that dark and like creepy type samples. So yeah, let's get straight to it. So this is how the sample sounds. So that's a sample, it's real dark, something for Dope Beezy and Southside, so let's get straight to the breakdown. So the first song I used for this sample was Flex. I used this little preset from this bank, and I came up with this pattern. So it's a really simple melody. It's just this little pattern over and over, and I just added the A in the second half, and it's just copied over and over. Really simple, didn't even mess with the velocity or anything. For the effects, I added a halftime, and then I added a Effectrix. I put a phaser, and then I just turned down the mix knob, and then I added a reverse at the end, turned on the mix knob as well. And the last thing is I EQ'd a lot of the lows out. Without the effects, it sounds like this. And then with the effects, it's already a huge difference. It really gives to that dark vibe already to the sample. So what I did after that was I exported it and I ended up reversing it. And the second half, I just took the same sample, but I just shortened it, and all I did was I just pitched it up an octave, and it sounded like this. For the effects on both of these, I just raised the volume a little bit. I put a little bit of stereo separation and a little bit of reverb, and I also just EQ'd the lows. The next thing I added was a really simple, just FL keys, and I just added it as like a bass note to the sample. It's just following the whole root note of the sample. Together they sound like this. On the FL keys, all I did was I added a little bit of reverb, and then I just EQ'd the lows out. The next sound I added was this one shot right here. All I did was I went to the envelope and I turned the attack knob up, and I think I turned up the release, and I came up with this little pattern right here. Again, it's just a very simple pattern following the original notes from this pattern right here. Super simple. All I did at the end was I just did Alt R and I just randomized the velocity. For the effects, I panned it to the right and I did some stereo separation. Then I added some reverb, took out a lot of the lows and a lot of the highs, just kind of kept like the mid frequencies, and then I just EQ'd a little bit more. Together they sound like this. After that, I added another one shot. It's like some sort of string. All I did was I turned the start knob up a little bit just so the one shot could be shorter. And I just turned the release up, and then I came up with this little pattern right here. Super simple pattern, just following the root note, and I just went up to E, and then E into F. I just copied this over, same thing. I just messed around with the velocity just to get more of a realistic feel. For the effects, I did a little bit of stereo separation, turned the volume down just so it could be in the background more. I put some RC20, I went to the preset called double tracking, and I didn't really mess with anything. I think I turned the noise down a little bit, and then just turned the mixer knob down. I added some reverb, and just EQ'd the lows and EQ'd the highs up a little bit. Together they sound like this. Last one I added was some vocals from Omnisphere, and then I just came up with this little pattern. So it's a very simple pattern. I still use the same notes E and A as I used in the past melody. I just took the A and I just pitched it up, and then I just added these little notes in between to give it more variety, and that was really simple. For the effects, I just put a shaper box. I went to volume and I just made it so it like fades in and out. Then I added ambience. I used the loud vocals. I just turned the mix knob down and I just EQ'd the lows, a little bit of the mids, and I EQ'd up the highs. That was basically the whole sample. At the end, I just added a little gross beat, the half speed, and then all I also did was I just EQ'd a little bit out the lows. I EQ'd a little bit out the mids, and I just boosted up the highs just a little bit. This just makes your samples sound more clear and less muddy. At the end, I just exported all of it and then I just pitched it down 300 cents, and now you have the final sample. That was really it for the video. I really hope you guys did enjoy. If you did learn something new, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and make sure you hit the bell notification so you're updated when we upload new loop kits every Friday. And also, if you guys do want to sign up for our Patreon, we do have a Patreon. It'll be first link in the description. It's a $10 subscription and you get taught by any of the DK members. But other than that, that's it. I really hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure you guys like and comment anything you learned or any video suggestions you guys want us to do next. I'll see you on the next video.